Here we're going to show you how to create a facial database or an LPR database within the Paramount CMS and or the PS1A Enterprise, and then push down to different devices out in the field. So when you first log into the Paramount CMS or the Enterprise being the management server, which has the CMS software embedded in it, so it is the same exact menu. You're going to go to Home and then Group Management. So across the top, you'll see People and Vehicle Management. So you're going to start by creating a group. So right now I have InVid in there. I had already created that. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So what it will look like is default group. You would hit the plus sign to create a group and then give it a group name. So in this case, we're going to call it InVid. We'll hit OK. So now that we've created the group, we're able to expand and see the different groups that we've created. So right now we have InVid and we have nobody underneath there. So you can do a one-to-one add. So you can simply put in the information. The only information that is required is the one with the asterisk. So a name is obviously needed with a photo. You can select the photo, hit OK. Once in doing so, it will populate here. Another option is when there's multiple individuals, is exporting the template. So you can export the template using export. And basically will look like a folder like this. Within the folder, you're going to have two options. So your two options are the image folder, where you're going to input your photos, and then it comes with the Excel. So this is what the Excel will look like. So you'll have 16 pins that show up. It opens up and you can see at the top, only the items marked in red are required. So obviously a name and the group. So the group I made was the InVid group that I just created. And I went and put in the individual's names, starting with EJ at the top, ending with Travis. I put in their gender. And then the group, all InVid. And then most importantly is the picture. So the picture address is the folder that is embedded with the export. So again, when you export it, it's going to look like this. And within this folder is the image folder and the Excel. So I simply put Amanda.jpg, Dan.jpg. So it's important that you list it in this way on your Excel. Otherwise, it will not load successfully. So once you fill out the Excel, you're going to come back to your CMS. And then under the person list, we're going to hit import. Okay? We're going to import the Excel. And you would go ahead and we're going to choose desktop. Okay? And I have the person list, and that's the folder. Open that up, and we're going to import the Excel. Okay, it will go ahead and load the individuals. So we had 8 total, and we have them here. So we have all 8. So first step is done. Next step is going to sync records. Okay, so once you choose sync records across the top, you're going to expand the list. You're going to see the InVid group that we created. When you expand that, now the individuals are here. Okay. As you can see, when you click on the group or the individual's name, it says no equipment was issued. This means these faces have not been pushed to a specific device. So we're going to highlight the InVid. We're going to come down to synchronize to. Okay, now this is going to pick up the different NVRs that are within the CMS. So coming back here, you obviously need to add your devices to the CMS. So I have a list of my devices here. So back at the group management, I'm going to click my group, synchronize to, and then I'm going to select my 8-channel F model machine, move it over to the selected device. Then I must check off and hit OK. Okay, what's going to happen is then you're going to see them populate. We'll have all 8, and it's going to give you a success message. So now it has successfully pushed to that database. Now what we want to do is when you open that up, we will then, when you open up the recorder, so I'm now logged into said recorder, I'll go ahead and log in. So when I come to the intelligent analytics portion and I go to sample database, I now have my group here that was created today. Tells me from the IP address, and that IP address is from my CMS. I can expand it, and I see all 8 individuals now loaded into my database. Right? And from the CMS, again, whether it's CMS downloaded on a standalone PC or using the PS1A mini server or enterprise, this would be the process in doing so.
And those would be the 2